All right, so we showed this video clip. It was a couple weeks ago, and I got to tell you, it was one of the most powerful moments I think I can ever recall on the show.
Yeah, and that clip included only one man, Daniel Beaty. He shares his adversity and writes about unlocking potential in transforming pain to power.
Yeah, he's not just an award-winning author. He's an actor, an educator, and a poet. Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Yeah, we've
Thanks
been talking about you for a while.
We have
on the
been.
show.
I appreciate it.
Now in the flesh.
Yes,
Welcome.
absolutely.
Nice to get you on the show. So let's start with your one-man show, because we saw that was a 2-minute clip that we saw, and you saw the clip that we showed.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, in the segment. It was incredible. So talk about that clip and your one-man show, because some of our viewers did see that, and just give them an update on that.
Absolutely. I'll be at the Holland Center tonight at 7 p.m. playing Emergency, my one-man play. And I play 43 different characters over the course of the play, which is really exciting. Lots of different voices. And then the clip that you played, Knock Knock, is in the play, but it's also part of my personal story. My father has been incarcerated 59 times over the course of my growing up. But I'm a firm believer that no matter the challenges that show up in our lives, we have the ability to create the most wonderful lives possible.
How did you decide to pursue a career in performing arts and realize you had talent to this degree?
You know, when I was a little kid, I used to make up voices. My mother had this antique mirror that she had in the basement, and I used to stand in front of the mirror and change my body and change my voice and try to imagine different characters. And when I found out that people actually paid you to do that, it was a big revelation. So.
And then, so you've got the one-man show, and then you've got this book that you wrote. It's Transforming Pain to Power. Why did you decide to write this?
You know, I have been traveling for about a decade to cities all across America and sometimes around the world, and people are often very moved by the performances, and they say, now that I have all this emotion that's been opened up in me, what do I do? And I teach at Columbia. I do workshops for adult and young learners, and I wanted to put those exercises as well as my poems and my personal stories in a book. And
why for you was it important to embrace adversity?
I really believe that our deepest pain is often the path to our highest purpose. We spend a lot of time in life, all of us as human beings, trying to avoid those moments that are difficult, but I actually think that sometimes they are gifts. Sometimes those really hard moments give us something special to say to the world.
Yeah, and it's an outlet. Do you still deal with pain from your childhood? You know what I mean? Because
Absolutely.
your dad was gone for so long.
Yeah.
So many difficult times for you.
Absolutely. Well, there's a bit of a happy ending that I'm believing that's at the end of the story. My father, who has been a heroin addict my entire life, has for the first time in my life made a commitment to begin rehab. So we're putting him in a rehab program, and part of what's happened is that with the books and with the performances that I'm doing, he felt that he wanted to be able to add to that story by trying to have some victory in his own life.
That's incredible. So he's read the book?
He's read the book.
Yeah.
He's come to some of my live performances like I'm doing tonight at the Holland. And it's a complicated relationship. He was there in the beginning. I love him very much. And as many people who have parents or loved ones who are addicts or incarcerated, just because people make bad choices sometimes doesn't mean we stop loving them.
Yeah.
What about for others who might not have a similar story, but they've still faced other types of adversity? Do they still get something from the book?
Absolutely. Transforming pain to power, I believe, is for everybody. Every single person has pain in their lives. Anybody who tells you they don't really needs the book.
Right.
They need it more deeply, right?
They're like
Exactly.
us, head in the sand.
Exactly. So it's just part of the human journey, but life can be really beautiful and really amazing. It wasn't always for me. I spent about the first 30 years of my life really sad, but my healing journey has caused me to have a life I love now.
What was the catalyst for you that took you from being sad to now accomplishing what you have and doing what you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, when I was graduated from Yale, I got one of the 3 highest honors. And I stood on the stage in front of all my classmates, all of our teachers and our parents, and I didn't want to be alive. And I knew at that point that I was accomplishing success in terms of how the world defines success, but in my heart I wasn't happy. And I made up in my mind that I would achieve, but what was most important was to have a life I love.
Yeah, that's amazing, because you had reached so much success, yet you were so unhappy at the time. And it shows in your performance tonight at the Holland Center, the Holland Performing Arts Center, your one-man show, and again, it's powerful. Are there still tickets available for this?
I think. I was
There are
looking
just
online.
a few
Yeah.
available
Just a few?
still.
Not
and-
many.
Exactly.
Who do you want to come? I know in the past we've talked about students coming to your show.
Exactly.
But it's not just for them. Who do
No,
you
it's
think
not
gets
just
the
for
most from
students.
it?
Yeah, it's, you know, Omaha is a really wonderful community. I'm excited to be back here, and the Sherwood Foundation, Susie Buffett, who are sponsoring this performance, are already talking about other ways to bring me. And one of the things that we're committed to is bringing a real cross-section across race, across class, across age to this performance. And we did that last year at the Holland, and it was an amazing experience.
It's because of the foundation that ticket prices are as reasonable as they are.
Absolutely.
They help offset some of that so that more people can come to the show. Let's show you some information about that, and then we'll ask you where to get the book, okay?
Oh, terrific.
So one more time, the show is tonight. It starts at 7 o'clock at the Holland Performing Arts Center downtown. 2 places to get tickets online, both ticketomaha.com and on Daniel's website. You can also, while you're at his site, bump around and learn more about his story and what he's up to. So where do we get the book?
Amazon.com. If you put in Daniel Beaty or Transforming Pain to Power, people can get the book. And you know, we're really excited about it and hoping that it gets to as many people as possible.
Yeah, you're not hard to find online, Daniel.
No.
A lot of people are talking about you, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I love it, and I really appreciate you all having me on.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All righty.